time, breakfast time. So, I'm gonna be making quick oats, egg whites, some masticate, 1 scoop, half a cup of egg whites, 3/4 cups instant oatmeal. Now add some water, now blend. You want to make sure it blends really, really nice. 1 minute breakfast. The first exercise on my leg day is the adduction machine. The reason I like to use this machine is that I am still working on growing my legs, and my adductor muscle is my weakest part of the leg. So I do that at the beginning of my leg workout to really focus on developing that muscle. I like to do 2 warm-up sets and then 3 working sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Next exercise is the seated leg curl machine. Now, John Meadows, who was an IFBB pro who did pass away a few years ago, started a trend where he would do a hamstring movement before he did any pressing movements to pre-fatigue the hamstrings so they can't help the quad muscles as much during the following movements. And that way, next movements will focus more on the quad muscles than the hamstrings. I always like to do some sort of leg extension or curl to lubricate my knee joints before I do start lifting any heavy weights. Right now I'm doing seated leg curls so I can keep my body in perfect position and focus more on my hamstrings. 3 working sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Now we move on our first mass building movement, which is a leg press machine. I like to add the bands to the machine to add a resistance curve. Basically, as you push the plate away from you, you become stronger than when you are first pushing the plate away from you at the beginning of the movement. As you move the plate away from you, you are able to be at a mechanical advantage so you can lift more weight. The band adds extra weight, so as you push the plate away from you and make the overall weight increase. This is a great way to add weight to the lift at the strongest part without adding overall weight to the machine and forcing yourself to lift at a mechanical disadvantage and possibly hurt yourself. On my last set, I like to do myo reps, which is do as many reps as possible, take a 30-second break, and then do as many reps as you can. It does put a lot of stress and pain on those quads, and it does hurt a lot afterwards. Next, I move on to the hack squats after the leg press movement. I am not going to lift as much on my legs because they are destroyed. So at this point, it is more about just doing high repetitions to put as much blood into my legs and focus on the pump. With this movement, I want to stay in control and focus on going as deep as I can in the squat position to place stress on the hamstrings and glute muscles. I feel incredible glute stimulation on this exercise when I go past parallel. I recommend going as deep as you can and don't go very heavy or you could hurt your knees. Again, I'm doing a myo set at the end since I do not have a spotter. This is one of the safest ways to grab some extra repetitions and push the body without taking a chance on hurting yourself. I do 3 sets of 12 to 20 reps with a myo set on my last set. Now to finish off the quad muscles with leg extensions. At this point, my quads are spent and it's all about just getting blood into the muscle and focusing on the pump. I like to do 3 sets and all to failure. Since my legs are very tired, my legs will have to recruit different muscle fibers to help push the weight up, and that way my entire leg is spent. This is a great end movement where you should not focus on the weight, focus on form, and focus on contraction of the leg muscles. After this, your quads should be pretty much spent. One of the last exercises is the abduction machine. I want to work my hips and glutes. The best thing to do with this exercise is to push your knees as far away from the center of your body as you can and keep your back tight against the seat. You should feel a burn in your butts. I like to do 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps for this last exercise. Last exercise is the seated calf raise. The seated calf raise focuses more on the soleus muscle than the gastrocnemius muscle. which is when your legs are straight. So during a standing calf raise, you would focus more on the gastrocnemius than the soleus muscle. Since my soleus is tight, I prefer the seated calf raise. I like to do 3 sets of 20 to 30 repetitions to really feel the lactic acid burn. My belief is when the calves start to burn, then you start counting reps. I always stretch after my leg workout. The first stretch is the leg behind the body stretch to focus on the quad muscles. Now I like to lean back to get a better and deeper stretch in my quads. And if I can, I will bend my opposite knee down to put more of a stretch right on my vastus medialis. My vastus medialis. Make sure to hold the stretch for at least 30 seconds or it will not be effective. My next stretch is to focus on my hips and glutes. So I like to take my leg and bend it in front of me, pointing my toes forward in front of my other leg. This should focus a lot of stretch on your glutes and hamstrings. I like to take my hand and push my knee down to also focus on stretching my obliques. Again, do this for at least 30 seconds on each leg. The next stretch is to focus on the adductor muscle with a side elevated leg stretch. Now place your toes up and to your side and bring your other leg as far away from your body as you can. And if you can, grab your toes. That will help get a deeper stretch in your abductor muscles. Again, 3 seconds on each leg. The last stretch is the hamstring and calf stretch. Elevate your leg in front of you and place your heel on the opposite side of your body and pass the pad to get a deeper stretch. Grab your toe and let your calves and hamstrings stretch. Now do every stretch for at least 30 seconds. The longer you can hold this stretch on each leg, the better the muscle will go back to its resting length, and it will help with delayed onset muscle soreness and fatigue. All right, so post-workout meal. 2 orders of Kodiak chocolate pancakes, 2 pieces of bacon, 1 donut, all my servings of fruits and vegetables, and 1 drink post-workout. And Walden Farms, no calorie. You're probably asking why I'm eating a donut post-workout. The reason you want to have a sugary meal after your post-workout is because you want the insulin to pop up, so that way you can fuel up your liver and muscle glycogen. So that way you're refilling for your next workout and the rest of the day. So having a little higher sugar post-workout meal is very good. I usually have cereal with a protein, or right now I'm having a donut. All right, so meal number 3, enchiladas. All right, so it's dinner time. Ooh, enchiladas. And for dessert, cookie. All right, so it's the end of the night. Dessert, 1 cookie, 2 cookies. Reason why I need to up my carbs right now. For tomorrow, I have chest, shoulders, triceps, and abs. I did my workout first thing in the morning. I did my 8-hour shift, worked with clients, did my boxing class, had dinner. Now I'm working on editing my YouTube videos for my YouTube channel. And this is basically what I do Monday through Friday. If I can do it at 46, you can do it. This has been my daily vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be posting more as I'm doing my bulking here to let you see what it takes at 46 to try and put some size on and hopefully compete this year. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and have a great day.